Hi everybody, this is Abby with Scrap and Abby, and I'm back with another video installment from my Coastal Crop 2013 crafting weekend shopping venture that I went on recently. So what I wanted to do, I forgot this one piece from the last video, which is the first video in the trilogy I'm going to be doing. In that $5 bag I shared with you guys, this fell out, but I also got this little container of embossing powder. I think it's like a dark, can't tell if it's black or dark. Oh, it says asparagus is the color. So this was really neat too to get this. So I got all that stuff for just $5. And again, I didn't even pay the $5 because my girlfriend gave that coupon code to me. So what I want to do now is kind of share with you guys a couple of the things I picked up before I actually got to the crop. When I got to Medford, there's a town right before you get to Medford. It's called Central Point, and we went in there and just hit a couple stores, had some lunch, and a couple scrapbooking crafty stores. So I wanted to share with you some items I picked up from there, and I can't remember the name of the store. I have the business card, but it's in my purse. Let me move this to the side here. For you guys that follow me or on my channel or my blog, kind of know that I love the vintage, shabby type of stuff, and that's what my craft room is in. I'm going to try to show this on the camera. I picked up this scale for super mega cheap. It wasn't even $20. And for people who don't like this kind of thing, you're like, why in the world would you pay 20 bucks for, or under 20 bucks for something that's all old and dented and, partially. This is a vintage scale from a grocery store, and I love it. And this is going to be displayed in my room. It's got some really pretty detail on the side. The scale actually still does work. I was putting some paper on there just to see, and it does, and it's on this side as well. And I think this is just awesome. I love it. I've been looking for a display piece like this for my craft room for quite some time, so I'm really excited to have this vintage scale to use in my room as some display. I might put one of my crafty projects on the top of it. I haven't decided yet. Come here, Bella. Sorry, I'm calling my dog over here. Bella, come here. And sorry about that, you guys. And then so something else, we went to the store. It's called Real Deals. We do have one here in Corvallis, which is about 20 minutes from my home. But I went there as well because they have a lot of home decor type of items with some jewelry and things like that. Oh, this also came from that store. I'm so sorry, that last store where I got the scale. It's just some decorative sand. I wanted to get it because it's black. And I thought this would be great for some, kind of probably late in the game now for Halloween projects. But, it'd just be a really fun craft item to use. And I don't have to try to color, some white sand myself. So I got that as well. And from the store called Real Deals, I only bought a couple things from there. One of them is, I hope nobody's offended by it. I mean, I think it's really funny. And I got one for my girlfriend at work. But it's called Poo-Pourri. It's the crap shooter, and it says, spray the bowl first, guns a-blazing, the smell is contained, the stuff is amazing. I just thought this was so funny when I saw this. Basically, it's just bathroom spray, but it's just, marketed in a really fun way. They had a couple of the different ones, but this one I thought was the cutest, and it's called the crap shooter. It's got that old vintage cowboy. So what I'm going to do is, just put this in my purse and then, use this for a project or something, or just because of that image on there. Anyway, so it's just kind of fun. I have it's just sometimes you walk into a public bathroom or something. I'm not trying to be gross, but sometimes when you walk into like a 1 or 2 stall place, it's not the best smelling if it's not very well ventilated. So it's always kind of a good idea to have a little bit of spray in your purse. And I thought this was just really funny. Anyway, so I got some little crap shooter Poo-Pourri. Thought that was funny. And then I picked up from Real Deals. This was only $2. They were having a Midnight Madness sale the next night, but of course I wasn't going to be there because I was going to be gone on my crafting weekend. So the lady saw that I liked this, and she's like, oh, well, let's give it to you for $2 now. And so it's kind of hard to tell, but there's the earrings right here. And of course this isn't like, fine jewelry. It's only $2, but I don't care. I think it's really pretty. And it's this long necklace, and I love these. Again, it's like a sweater, white blouse, black blouse. It can really dress up just a basic blouse or something. So I picked that up. We're going to Las Vegas in a few weeks. My birthday is November 2nd. I'll be turning 41. Oh my gosh, that sounds so old. Anyway, so we're going, my husband and I are going the weekend after my birthday with my cousin and her husband. So I'm going to take that, I think, just for one of my outfits. Okay, so I think that's everything that was from that store from Medford. And so now I'm going to share with you guys some items I picked up at, I did mention a store in my first video. I don't remember the name of the store, what it's called, but it's the scrapbook arts supply store that had all the Prima and you know, all the name brand paper collections and, you know, the art supplies. Like, I mean, it was this huge room that had, you know, just rows of golden different things, kind of like the mixed media paints and things that Donna Downey and Chrissy Tomlinson use, all the different markers and that kind of thing. And then they had a big, huge section that was just all, you know, tons of just like types of cardstock and stuff. It was just a really cool store. So these are some of the items I picked up there. They had these for only 20 cents a piece, these huge tags, and I grabbed a big stack of them, and I've already used a couple of writing some projects. Love these big tags. And then I picked up, they had a bunch of stencils, and I'm not sure what my addiction is lately with stencils right now, but I seem to have one. So I picked these up. This one here, the first one is from, it's Prima, and they didn't have a whole lot of styles of the Prima that I knew that I would use, you know, right off the bat. So I kind of wanted to stick with things that I knew I would use. And I really like this one. I'm trying to get it so you can see it. This image here. This is such a really pretty one. The one I was hoping they would have had that I really wanted was this one here. I think this one's so pretty. And I love this one too. The poppies and then that little bit of text right there. But this one's really beautiful and I can't wait to use that one. So I picked up that stencil. They had these from Tattered Angels, these Mistables. It was a 1 sheet 12 by 12. It's a canvas sheet. And I grabbed this one because it has all these different leaves and flowers and vines that you can cut out and use on different multiple types of projects. This was like $2 or something like that. I thought that was a really good price point for this many objects. And then I'm going to use, you know, the packing inside here on another project. I had to cut the top off. I didn't want to, but I saved it so it would fit in my tote that I had with me at the time. There were 5 of us ladies crammed with all of our stuff plus our luggage for a crop for 4 days in a minivan. So, you know, it was really quite the feat to try to get everybody's stuff in. And I have pictures I'll put on my blog too of that. It was really funny. And here's another one of those Mistable canvases, canvas sheet. This again is a 12 by 12. It's a 1 sheet. Sorry for the glare. And this is, actually it says Tattered Angels, but it's Prima made it. You can use their Tattered Angels Miss on it. And then, or, you know, Lindy Stamp Gang or whatever. It doesn't have to be Tattered Angels. But anyway, this is the 12 by 12. This really fun canvas sheet. And this is also fun too. And you don't even need to keep this intact. Of course, you can cut out, just have the postcard image. You can just, you know, cut out and have the ragged edge of just this little bit of text on a canvas. I think it's just a lot of possibilities. And again, here's the backing that I'm going to be using on another project. And then I picked up these pieces of corrugated cardstock. I have a bunch of these in white and cream and black, and I didn't have one in, you know, kind of this gingerbread brown and then this red. I'm going to be using those on some holiday projects. This paper I picked up, I don't know if this is new. I think it is. It's from Fancy Pants. It's Merry Little Christmas. I thought this paper was just so pretty. I love it. This is the front and the back. I'll kind of go a little fast. I don't want to make these too super long. I grabbed 2 of each sheet because that's kind of how I work. I like to have an extra piece because the front and backs are just so beautiful. So here's the front and back of those pages. And sorry if that stripe is making you guys crazy. I'll flip it over here real quick. That's the stripe. I won't keep it up, but this is the polka dots on this side. And then here's the front and back on this one. These here, this really pretty holly berries, and then this really pretty flower shaped pattern there. And then these two, I love this one. I love these colors, they're just so pretty. I'm hoping the light's picking that up. It's like 7 o'clock at night here, so it's kind of dark in my room. Oh, this is some more from that Close to My Heart that I shared with you guys in the first video. This is some more papers I picked up from that lady who used to sell it, and 100% of the proceeds are going to their local school. I won't go through each sheet because there's quite a bit in here, but just to kind of give you guys an idea. Oops, sorry, I moved the camera. An idea of all the paper and the cardstock. You know, it's double. Some of it's double-sided, some of it's not. It's just got some really pretty colors. It's hard to tell in here because like I said, I don't want to make the video too super long. And this one's the same thing, and it's just a bunch of hues of purples and creams and some really pretty tones in there. And you can see got quite a bit in there. So I think each of us in our group ended up probably paying more just because we knew it was a donation than what we would have bought the stuff new, but it doesn't matter because it was going to the school and it was for a great cause. So this is an item, one of the templates that a lady at, I told you guys in the first video, I might be hopping around from where I got what because it's just kind of in a big bundle on my table. I'm trying to get it cleared off so I can get working on some other projects. So I apologize if I seem to be jumping all over the place. I don't mean to do that. Anyway, this is one of the items that another lady at the crop won from the little drawing they did, and she saw that I had a bunch of stencils. I'd been using some stencils on some different projects and things like that. She, I think, was fairly new to crafting, and she was kind of overwhelmed, didn't know what to do with it, and was like, I don't want this. I cut out a bunch of images with my Vagabond, some the tattered leaves and things like that for her for projects she was working on, and to repay me, she gave this to me, and she didn't have to do that. It was her paper. It didn't cost me anything to sit there and run the die machine, and I was happy to share because not everybody has one, but she gave this to me, and I thought this was very generous of her. I love this one. It's huge. It's this really big, beautiful tree. This is great to use on an actual 12 by 12 layout. You can use it on canvas. You can just use a portion of it. I mean, you guys know how to do that. So it's just really cool. And I was really grateful to get that from her. This is another stencil. This I'd have been this one because so it would fit in my tote. This is from Prima. This is, I don't remember the name of this design. I'll probably think of it as soon as I stop recording. So, you know how that goes. I don't think it says on here what it is. I looked for it and I couldn't find it. Unless I'm totally missing it, just the item number. But anyway, so this is a really pretty stencil that I've been, I don't know what this is. Anyway, so this is a really pretty stencil. I've been wanting this one for quite some time. I watched the Live with Prima recorded shows, and I've been seeing like Jamie Doherty and all these different people using that one. I got a couple packs of these. I got one, it was $3 for 20 of these. I got this size, and I got a smaller size where it dullies the inner piece here. I have it, but it's, I don't know where it went. And anyway, from Bo Bunny, because I wanted to use these on some projects, and I'll share with you guys those projects later. Let's see, I'm at almost 12 minutes. I'm going to try to wrap this a little bit up here. I know everybody and their brother has seen this, but I have never had this collection yet. The 12 Days of Christmas from Graphic 45. Of course, you know, I won't go open it up because everybody's been seeing this, and there's been some fabulous projects up on the Graphic 45 blog, as well as their Ning site and, you know, Pinterest and whatnot of this paper collection. It's just beautiful. I was happy to get it because I don't live in an area where you can just walk up and go buy these name brand items like Prima and Graphic 45 and Fancy Pants and Authentique and stuff. I have to order them online. So it was really exciting for me to go into a store and see this stuff and I could grab it. So again, I won't go through everything because I know everybody's seen these. These are just the different chipboard embellishments. Chipboard. This is chipboard 2, this is chipboard 1, and this is the 2 sheets of double-sided cardstock. So that's what these look like. So I'm really excited to work on some Christmas gifts for my family and friends out of that. This here, I only got 1 sheet of this. I kind of wish I would have bought more, but you can see it was $2.50 just for this sheet. And I was kind of like, I don't typically spend that much money on just one thing. But this is real wood. This is actual cherry wood, I believe, right? And you can see how thin they got that. I mean, this is like super thin. And it's got an adhesive back on it, and I think this is just so pretty. And I got just the 1 sheet because I was trying to save my Mad money because I hadn't even gotten to the crop yet at this point. This was just my very first store we went into, and I bought a bunch of other stuff as well. So I'm really excited to use this because I want to use this with my dies, my Tim Holtz dies, like maybe the branch or possibly you know, the clock or something. I don't know. So I'm just kind of hoard this and save it for a while because I think it's just so pretty, but it's real wood and it's just absolutely beautiful. And let's see. Oh, I also got this. I didn't pull this out, but I'm sure everybody's seen this. It's not new, obviously. It's the Ingvild Bowman. It's her, you know, the Prima hand distressing tool. The other components over there, but I was really excited to get this. So I grabbed that while I was there. And let's see, from that store, I also got this from Tim Holtz. I put my name on my dies because I take everything when I go to crops, and that way I don't lose anything. What I do to keep them out of the packaging is I just cut the image off the packaging, and then I just tape it to the top. So when I have it in my storage over there, then I can see what it actually looks like. Yeah, you can flip it over and see the image here, but it's nice to have that original packaging visual. And I had to use some just regular Scotch tape, so it's not on there as neatly as I do when I'm home, but Not sure I told you guys that, but anyway, there you go. So I didn't have this particular thinner die, and it's the ribbon flags. And I'll show you a project in a later video that I already used this on. I love it. It's a lot of fun. And then I also got from that store, same thing, I taped it on here. I wish I would have thought of that with my first, 10 to 15 dies, because I like having that image on there. This is the new picture wheel from Tim Holtz, and everybody, of course, saw all the projects from this at the CHA release, of course. And I am at 15 minutes. I'm going to stop, and I'm going to do one final video of all my goodies. I'll be back in just a minute.